here we begin with the revision for 10th chapter wise exam, upcoming exam, which is on search and survey, 269 SS, miscellaneous provisions, interest, and small topics, tonnage tax, right? And I hope you all are watching all the other revision videos repeatedly so that even if you understand the concept by repeated watching, put the headphones, listen to it, and you learn it in such a way, okay, that the speed will come in the exam and the pen will flow, right? Okay, so very quickly here we begin with the small topics today, and the first one in this is, yeah, the link of the playlist of all the revision videos is there, CMA CA final direct taxation playlist. In that, from the beginning you will get all the chapter wise revision videos, and test series is there in the concept classes app link is also there in the description. And whatever material I'm using here, top 50 questions, the TDS TCS, important, all the PDFs, or yesterday which one I posted, yeah, around 85 plus MCQs are there for final. I've made a video on that, and all that material, the PDFs, you will be getting in the Telegram. The link is also there in the description, right? And any doubt you have, click the picture, send it in the Telegram or the WhatsApp group if you are connected with us. We'll surely clear it. Let us begin with the most simplest part of the procedural aspect. Once we file the return, the department is doing different kind of assessment, which I've separately covered in a revision video for assessment procedure, right? So that assessment procedure video is having all the details like how routine assessment is done, then scrutiny assessment, then best judgment assessment, and then your 147 income escaping assessment, right? So all this is covered in the assessment procedure. Second part, post assessment, it is like we have already covered up appeals, revisions, 263 versus 264, High Court, Supreme Court, right? All that is over. Now search and seizure is also an extended part of that only. So continuing with that, but too much of like all assessment procedure in continuous classes, and this is like dragging, to be very honest. So I always break it in between. I put MAT, then I take some assessment procedure, and then we have learned the trust, like that we have done. So today we are taking up survey and search. Very simple topic. I call this topic as a fairy tale, like it is a whole a procedure, a story, which you should have it in your mind. And if you have watched the movies called as Raid, Ajay Devgan's movies there, Raid and Special Chabis, these are what are the replicas of how the search is conducted. Search and seizure, section 132, I may call it as income tax raid, but actually the word in the act uses search and seizure. And there's another kind of thing also, wherein it is called as survey under 133A and B. In survey, it is like they visit your business premises in the office timings and they check all the books of accounts. That I will do it little later. Right now, let us start with income tax search, raid. What are the powers? How they will move? What will be the procedure? What happens? And then there are 2-3 important short notes or MCQs and questions which are repeatedly asked. I'll take it along with this. So watch this video till end. We are going to take up the question answers also for search. Already solved question answers are printed in our material. That only we will take up the important ones. Okay, right. Search के लिए very important is we should know the income tax authorities. I think I already gave you that chart in the income tax authorities chapter. You remember the hierarchy. At the assessing officer level, you have joint commissioner, JC, deputy commissioner, and all. So all these are the assessing officers, the joint commissioner, and down is the tax recovery officers and all. Once you go up to that, you have CIT, Commissioner of Income Tax, Chief Commissioner. Then Principal Commissioner, Principal Chief Commissioner. So these four are called as top authorities. Same way, this is the admin wing. We have investigation wing. So in investigation, the Director General, the Chief Director General, the Principal Director General, like that higher authorities are there who will initiate the raid, when they have a reason to suspect. A reason to suspect is way more than just gossip. यार ये बहुत खर्चे कर रहे हैं, बहुत expenditure कर रहे हैं, lot of undisclosed asset are seen and this person is hiding the income. There is 100% chances of tax evasion. That is different. They have a solid reason and proof before initiating the raid that a person is suspected to have undisclosed income, and so there should be search and seizure. Do they need to disclose it to the SSE when they start the raid? Answer is no, not required. Okay. And once they start the raid, what are their powers? So let us begin the topic by reading from our material. Everything is there on screen. Yeah, and one important thing is search and survey also. The final assessment is done now in section 147 only. Earlier it was 153 A, B, C and all, but now in 147 only the search and this assessment is done. Okay. Or isko 148, you remember 147 is income escaping assessment, for which you have to send a notice, huh? And all that. Then that is like for 148. For 147 assessment in case of search, it is presumed that there is some income which has escaped and they will just do the assessment in 147, 148. So अब वो 153. So raid assessment can be done for 3 years, 7 years maximum, up to 10 years is all done like that. Now, whenever you want to start with the raid, what are the powers of the higher authorities? That is the assessing officer, deputy commissioner, joint commissioner, principal commissioner and all. What are their powers? Discovery and inspection. Discovery and inspection is like they can search for the money, the jewelry, the valuables, the books of accounts, the cash which they have hidden. They can enforce any person on attendance, come and meet me in this ward, and then examining him on oath. सच ही बोलेंगे, सच के अलावा कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे. Compelling the production of get books of accounts, issue notices. These books of accounts they can keep for maximum how many days? 15 working days. Done? Now, so before initiating the raid, they should have reason to record. Okay, not a gossip, but they have a solid reason to suspect. And then before starting, if they feel so, they can check the books and keep. Now, what are the circumstances when raid can be conducted, search and seizure? So there are three circumstances. One, we have issued summons to SSE and he's not responding. We are issuing him 142(1) notice that come and file the return. He is not responding. Or we know that summons and issue karke or might be issued, but such person will fail to do so. So कोई मतलब ही नहीं है इसको summons issue करके he is going to run away from India. He is not going to file the return. And third reason is if a person is in possession with money, bullion is gold, biscuits, silver bars, etc., jewelry, and such money, either he has completely undisclosed or partially undisclosed. Suppose he has shown the renovation expenses of the house 5 lakhs, but actually it is 5 crores. You can see if you get a certified Indian engineer, architect, and all to value, he'll say you, right? So, what are the three circumstances in which raid can be initiated, search can be started? You have issued summons, notices to file the return and all, but they are not responding. Or you know that issuing summons won't work, they won't respond. Or there is any jewelry and valuable and all done. So, in those circumstances, search can be conducted. Okay. Who can do the search? Principal Director General, Director General, Principal Director or Director. Director of Income Tax, Principal Director. Director General, Principal Director General. DGIT and all what we call. That is investigation side. Now this side. Principal Chief Commissioner, Chief Commissioner. Principal Commissioner, Commissioner. So this is the way. Reason to believe as recorded by income tax authority shall not be disclosed to any person or authority and can conduct such search. Income tax authority, so anyone, these top authorities will initiate the raid. Now, What is the procedure of the raid? Raid will start after the sunrise, but it will go on continuously. 2 days, 3 days, day, night. And the person who is inside, आपके घर पे गेस्ट आए हैं, दोस्त आए हैं, नेबर्स हैं, they will not be allowed to leave without inspection. बाहर से कोई अंदर नहीं आएगा, right? So it goes on day and night. I've actually practically attended, like, whenever there's raid, can they call their CAs and all to assist कि कहाँ sign करना है, क्या क्या valuation करना है, why it is taken. So it's a good experience in the internship if you come across this. Now, power of the authorized officer. Okay, what are the powers of the authorized officers? These are the authorized officers जो raid के लिए permission देंगे. They can enter any building, place, vessel, vehicle, aircraft where they have reason to suspect that books of accounts, other documents, or undisclosed income is kept. Kahin pe bhi. And simultaneously, they will raid SSE, his neighbors, his best friend, their native's house, their bungalow in Lonavala, their bank lockers, and like that, simultaneously at all the places related to SSE, they can conduct the raid. Once they come in, you need to hand over them the keys and all. If not, they have got the power to open the locker box, almirah, and check all the things. Okay, right? They can enter any building, place, vessel, aircraft where they suspect. Like if they have a doubt that if there's a raid at my place, I've thrown everything in a potli to my neighbor's house. Can they raid my neighbor's house also? Answer is yes. They require any person who is found to be in possession or control of books of accounts. If there are any laptops, desktops, tabs at your home, you need to share the password and allow them to check your systems, your computers, your datas, your pen drives, everything. Followed or not. So if there are any books of accounts and other information in electronic record in the laptop or tablet or anything, तो वो tab का password बताना पड़ेगा. Social media accounts, if they want to check, you need to share all that also. They can seize. In seizure, they can take away the books and all, money, bullion, jewelry, valuable, everything. Other valuable article things as a result of the search. So search के इसमें they can take over. But take a pause here. They will not take everything, whatever they can. अरे ये भी मिला लेके जाओ, ये भी. No. Undisclosed income, when it is recovered in the rate, tax is 78%. Write and keep, this is very important for MCQs. 60% is the tax, on that 25% is the surcharge, and tax plus surcharge पे 4% TCES. देखो, pick up your calculators. Put 60 figure in the calculator. ये MCQs के लिए बहुत याद रखना है, dear students. So I am doing it. Suppose on 100, 60 rupees is your tax. 60 into 125%. 25% is surcharge. That is 75. Now tax plus surcharge 75 into 104%. Okay. That is your 78%. So 78%, whatever tax will come estimated, that much gold and all they will take. If they take extra while returning, they have to give 0.5% interest. आएगा अभी आगे, but relevant here, so I am saying. And tell me one thing, dear students, what's the reason of seizing the books of accounts, money, jewelry, and all? See, when there is a rate, 100 rupees is your undisclosed income, 78 rupees pay करना है. अब बोलेंगे मेरे पास तो पैसे नहीं है. So they will take the cash, if not cash, jewelry and all, up to 78%. So that later when your assessment is going on in 147, search का assessment होता है ना compulsory. So in that assessment, they will ask you to pay the tax and they will release your gold and everything. Is this extra thing what I'm telling you, is it clear to all of you? Okay. Check. They can enter any place, they can break open the lock, they can enter others' buildings also. They should know all the passwords, they can seize the books and all. They can place marks of identification on the books and all so that they know that they have checked it. They will take note of all the inventory. हाँ वैलियर को बुलाएंगे जो गोल्ड ज्वेलरी का वैलियर है 8 rings 2 diamond rings 1 gold necklace this that they'll make all what do you call as inventory. But when they take inventory and they seize the books, dear students, very important, you all should know that in raid they can never seize your stock in trade. Raid में भी नहीं, survey में भी नहीं. They don't want to stop your business because the raid once completed, the assessment goes on for months. So they are not going to take away your stock in trade. I hope very clear to all of you. They can take cash, money, bullion, jewelry, other valuable article. Power to examine on oaths. Can they examine any person orally? लिख लेते हैं कि आपका क्या income है आप बोलो, or they take it in writing and all. Right. So bullion, jewelry being stock in trade cannot be seized, but a note of stock in trade can be made. Answer is yes. Sometimes if they know that raid is in Hyderabad at my place and my sister, she lives in Mumbai and I have lot of transactions with her and all. So, and lot of my money is in her bank. ऐसे कुछ भी. So can the jurisdiction be extended? Yes. And then after seizing all the details, if they have a doubt that my sister is also hiding the income, then they can hand over all the details recovered to the AO who's having jurisdiction in Mumbai over my sister as SSC, and then they will continue. ठीक है? Can they search other places also? Yes, residence, neighbor, your native, all. Can they take help of police? Yes. If you are not cooperating, this is already asked in MCQs. No power has conferred the authorized officer to arrest the person who is found guilty. Okay. You don't have powers कि आप गलत कर रहे हो चलो आपको जेल में डालेंगे. But if there is indiscipline or something goes beyond your control, you can definitely take the help of the police. Right? Okay. And if the SSC is not cooperating, हाँ ये मैं भूल गई. Really sorry. ये भी important है. Failure to afford the authorized officer the facility to inspect books of accounts, other documents. You are saying नहीं बताऊंगा book, जाओ क्या कर लेना है, password नहीं बताएंगे, you are not cooperating in the raid, then there is rigorous imprisonment up to 2 years. Is this clear to all of you? Right. And stock in trade, they will not do the valuation. Even impounding of assets after conversion, that is not allowed. Suppose while raid they come to know that much cash in hand is not there with SSC, but a lot of cash is there in bank. Can they say bank mein se cash withdraw karo, convert karo in cash terms, cash at bank ko cash in hand karo and then we will take it? No, not allowed. Lot of time you write a short note on deemed seizure or constructive seizure. This is like seizing and keeping it at SSC's place only. Sometimes the nature of the asset is so या तो dangerous है या बहुत heavy है और इतना सारा gold का बड़ा बक्सा है, that too into an iron locker, and you're not able to shift the locker and all कि चलो we'll seize and take because of the weight, because of the nature of the asset and all. Then can you put a seal over there कि ये seize हो चुका है, ये deemed seize है, हम लेके नहीं जा रहे हैं, but इसका पूरा authority is with us. Without our permission, you cannot move it, you cannot sell it, you cannot do anything with this asset. Because of the volume, weight and all, they cannot remove and all. Such an action they will put. That is called as deemed seizure. Okay, right. This is also asked too many times. When we conduct a raid and we have doubt that this person is required to pay so many crores of rupees of tax and he will pay or not. Can we attach his property? I mean, say provisional attachment is, can we have a charge on his property? Answer is yes, we can. We can have a charge. अच्छा, नॉट इन द रेड, इवन आफ्टर द रेड इज ओवर विद इन 60 days आपको परमिशन है कि you attach the make a provisional attachment on the property. This is like in the interest of revenue so that you recover all your taxes. ठीक है? The authorized officer may attach provisionally any property belonging to SSE. Provisions of second schedule with regard to attachment and sale of immovable property shall also be applicable to the provisional. The provisional attachment क्यों करते हैं कि it should be like कुछ गड़बड़ नहीं होनी चाहिए वहां पे, मतलब लेटर ऑन की अरे पता चला यू वांट टू रिकवर टैक्स एंड यू डोंट हैव एनी पावर ओनली, सो बेटर अटैच वन प्रॉपर्टी, do the provisional attachment that you will not be able to sell the property without our permission and all. That is provisional attachment. In meanwhile, when you have done provisional attachment, can you get the valuation of the property done? Answer is yes. And this provisional attachment is valid for how many days? Generally it is valid for 6 months, I think. One second, let us read this. Provisional attachment. Attach the property belonging to SSE. Reason: to safeguard the interest of revenue. They'll take the permission of higher authorities. Either you can do provisional attachment during the course of search or within 60 days from the date on which last authorization was executed. Okay, right. Validity of period of provisional attachment. It shall be valid for 6 months. You can do it even 60 days from the date when last authorization, मतलब search खत्म होने के 60 days में भी अगर लग रहा है कि नहीं आपको authorization कराना है तो you can. Duty of the valuation officer, they can get valuation done. ठीक है, right. This is all very simple. Yeah, this is beautiful. In case of raid, there are presumptions. Now, what are these presumptions? Presumptions are assumptions. जो आपके घर से मिला है, whatever is recovered from you, no SSE, that belongs to you. Wherever signature is there, that is your signature. Whatever is written in the books of accounts, that's correct. You can't say, ma'am, I don't know from where this cash credit entry came. Whatever is recovered from your home is yours. Whatever is written in the books is correct. Wherever it is your signature, it is yours. Wherever it is like properties are attached or whatever, signatures हुए, attestation हुआ, वो सब आपने ही किया. So wherever any books of accounts, money, bullion, jewelry and all is found in control of a person, or that is SSE, in case of search, it may be presumed. There are 4 presumptions. Number 1, books of accounts, other documents, money, bullion, jewelry or other valuable article or thing belongs to such person. जो भी books of accounts है ना, other documents, money, bullion, jewelry, other valuable article or thing, that all belongs to you. ठीक है? And the contents of such books of accounts and other documents are true. So books of accounts, other documents जो recover हुए हैं आपके घर से, वो सब आपके हैं. All the contents of books and others are true. Signature and every other part of the books, be in handwriting, are in that person's handwriting only. जो signature है वो आपकी है. And in case of a document is stamped, executed, attested, it was duly stamped by you only. Okay? Books of accounts, yours. Contents of books are true. Signature is yours. Attestation done by you. All right. Can you take help of other government officers? Yes. Can you connect and read with other departments, that is GST, Custom, FEMA? Yes. When you have done the raid, you found कि no, lot of things are currency है, कुछ हवाले के transactions है, कि तो you can inform the FEMA or you can inform the GST department कि okay, we have also done the raid. When your work is done, hand over the books and this to us. So directly we can requisition the books, assets and all from others or share the details with them. Okay. Right. And whenever in raid the assets and all are seized. How they are applied? First, they are applied to pay the existing liability. Now, this is many times asked in MCQ. Existing liability does not include advance tax. Existing liability in case of the radius. तो एडवांस टैक्स तो और आगे के साल का है ना. सपोज द रेट इज इन 20 to 23, but now it's like 23, 24. Today is 15th of June. I have to pay advance tax. I can't adjust that against these seized assets. First, out of seized asset paid is current income tax liability. Second is liability determined when the assessment of rate is completed in 147. तो जो liability हो वो ही pay करना पड़ेगा. Other liability including interest, penalty and all. Right. And even when you apply the asset, first you will always use money. Whatever assets are possessed with you, सबसे पहले आप क्या use करोगे? Money. Then other assets. Okay. Okay, sometimes they're asking question on समझ में आ रहा है नहीं. I'm going like in a flow. एक के बाद एक. I'm not repeating a lot in today's class. If you feel required, you can watch the repetition in the video. Okay, conditions for the release of assets. You know, sometimes the assets which they have taken later on, that is within 30 days from the end of the month in which asset is seized. Asset seize करके लेके गए तो इसके 30 days में 30 days from the date asset is seized. If you feel no this asset, I will explain ki where from I have acquired, what is the source of income, and this is very well a disclosed asset. Please release it. Will they release it? Yes. After recovering their existing liability, they will release it within 120 days. ठीक है? कौन सा asset? Explained asset. समझ में आ रहा है आपको what is explained asset? और कितने टाइम में? When the AO within 30 days from the end of the month in which asset was seized, they will release the asset. The nature and source of acquisition of such assets are explained to the AO. AO obtains prior approval of the higher authorities, PCIT and all, and within 120 days from the date on which last authorization, jahan raid khatam hua hai, they will seize free the asset. No seized asset shall be retained after that and all. ठीक है? Acha, once the raid is over and the SSC's assessment is done, he has paid all the taxes, then can you release the excess money or assets and all? Answer is yes. But you have to pay interest on that. 0.5% per month, that is 6%. Interest shall be payable from the date immediately following the expiry period of 120 days from the date on which last of authorization was executed to the date of completion of the assessment. समझ में आ रहा है? जहां पे इनकम टैक्स रेट खत्म हुई वहां से the date assessment is done. For this period, if they have any excess money which is taken over by department, they will refund it along with 0.5% interest per month. ठीक है? If you cooperate and disclose everything and file your return and all, then 30% of undisclosed income is the penalty. Otherwise, 60%. Okay. That's all for raid case. Huh? Presumptions क्या है? Destructive seizure, constructive seizure क्या है? And provisional attachment, what it is, that you should know. Now, this is a simple power 132 के बाद 133. Power to call for information. Can the department ask any third parties to share the information? Like they can get details of my demat account, my bank account, my club bills, my credit card bills. ना already ऐसा एक topic है annual information system वहां तो है. But the income tax authorities have power to extract the information for the SSC from the third parties. So they can require any firm to furnish the name and address of the partners and all. HUF to furnish him with the return. If they have reason to believe that trustees को से डिटेल लेना है तो ले सकते हैं. Where the assessee has paid rent, interest, commission, royalty, brokerage from the third party, they can take the information. They can require your dealer, broker, stock exchange, उनसे information, bank से ले सकते हैं. Okay? But of course, they should have the permission of the higher authorities. Now we do survey. Take a pause and listen carefully. Raid is when we have suspect की income कुछ ना कुछ गलत है. ये survey नाम से ही पता चल रहा है. Survey. It is just routine checking that they will come to only to your business places, that too only in the working hours, and check the books of accounts, check the inventory, make a statement, do all marks and identification. All that powers are there, but they cannot seize the books. They cannot take away with all the valuables. If they feel nahi yahan to bahut jhul hai pura all black money is there, then might be survey might be conducted into raid and then they get powers, but raid mein to nahi hai wo power. Samajh mein aa raha hai? So a basic difference I have written here. Just read it once, you will be clear, and then we will start with 133A and B. ये पढ़ो देखो. सर्च का सेक्शन क्या है 132. सर्वे का क्या है 133A and डोर टू डोर वाला सर्वे. Yeah, some people, they after post COVID they are doing business from home, then they can do the survey at residence, not otherwise. Search starts from sunrise, but then no time limit, it will go on. Whereas business प्लेस पे सर्वे कब होगा बिजनेस आवर्स में, अदर प्लेसेस के कब होगा सनराइज टू सनसेट के बीच. सर्च रीजन टू बिलीव. सर्वे देयर इज नो रीजन टू बिलीव, आपके पास कोई रीजन नहीं. मतलब सर्वे में ऐसे कोई नेगेटिव रीजन नहीं है कि ओ सो एंड सो पर्सन हैज हाइडेड, चलो सर्वे करते हैं. सर्वे इज रूटीन, जस्ट लाइक a scrutiny assessment doesn't mean that you have done something. Scrutiny is randomly they pick up on some basis and they check in depth. Like that is the survey. They may not have reason, but here they have full reason. After search, assessment is mandatory. After survey, it is not necessary. क्योंकि कोई ढूंढने नहीं गए कि क्या क्या गलती हो रहा है, right? After survey, assessment is not mandatory, but after search, it is mandatory. Search can be all the places, business, personal, residence, farmhouse, bungalows, this, that, all. Survey में only business places. They can take help of police search में. Survey में जरूरत ही नहीं है. So these are the simple point of difference. And if you want to take a picture, then take a screenshot, keep it with you, write it in the notes, and we will read. Is this topic easy or not? Any doubt you have, post it. Upcoming Saturday, not only for my students, but all the final students who are writing the exam in July, especially CMA final students. This lecture is for CA CMA both, but just sharing. CMA final students who are writing the exam in July, for them, I'm going to solve the whole model paper in class, along with the ABC weightage, the paper pattern, and so much more. So make sure you all don't miss out and attend this class live so that you can interact with us, you can ask your doubts, and whatever best way I can help you for upcoming exam, right? Chalo. So here we are, an income tax survey to inspect books of accounts, cash, stock, etc. Right? In his jurisdiction, wherever it is the place. और पहले charitable trust पे survey नहीं होता था, but now the power is extended over there also. Period of the time for conduct of survey. Any place is carried out during business hours, and other than business place, if you have to carry on the survey, it has to be sunrise to sunset. They can enter into the place, inquire with people, books of accounts, cash, ये वो सब routine है. But they can take inventory record, but they cannot seize the books. If too much required, they can do it maximum for 15 days. ठीक है? They can place marks of identification, they can record the statement, but they should not impound and retain it. ठीक है, right? Door-to-door survey is like, just checking the routine details like that. So many times surveys are done only for TDS and TCS also. TDS, TCS के लिए भी surveys करते हैं काफी. Done? I think major part I have done now. This is like, can they share the information with others and all? अब ये देखो, ये ऐसे क्वेश्चन है, like AO is having jurisdiction over the cyber cafe at 12 midnight they want to visit, but cyber cafe का time ही है कि afternoon 2 p.m. to night 2 p.m. So can the owner claims that AO cannot enter the cafe late night at 12 o'clock. AO wanted to take away with the books and examine. So first of all, AO is having full right to enter the cafe at 12 o'clock because it is the business hours of the cafe. But they cannot take with the books of accounts without obtaining the prior approval of the higher authorities. But otherwise, they can, there are so many times survey only for TDS, TCS also. कि बस आते हैं, आपका देख लेते हैं कि every month you are deducting properly, you are paying on time, quarterly TDS return ठीक से भर रहे हैं या नहीं. So these kind of questions are there for read also. 25 lakhs cash was seized on 14 July and the SSE moved application on 20th August to release cash after explaining the source. But the request of same was turned down by department. The SSE seeks your opinion. Can the department withhold the explained money? If yes. First of all, if you have an explained asset, कि you know कि source की कहाँ से ये cash आया, कैसे आया, क्या income है, all. So you can apply to release the asset 30 days. 30 days from end of the month in which search was conducted. Search is conducted in July, then by 30th of August. ठीक है? Right. So that is the date. तब तक you can apply for release of asset and they will release also. They will release, provided they are satisfied that you have made the application within time and all. Only case they will not release is that if your explanation is not justified. No, ये कोई explained asset का अच्छा explanation नहीं है, and your application is turned down by department. Then will they release the asset? No. In the proviso provides that where the person concerned makes an application to AO within 30 days from इसको याद रखो MCQ के लिए भी 30 days from the end of the month in which the asset was seized for release of the asset and the nature and source of acquisition is explained to the satisfaction, then the AO with the prior approval of the principal chief commissioner release the asset. Right. And it will be released within 120 days from the last day when raid is conducted. Since application was made by AO within 30 days, it may release it. But it is noted that because of the nature of the asset and all, AO has turned down the application. AO का जो application है वो department ने cancel कर दिया. If application was turned down due to reason it is not satisfied, then there is no question of releasing the asset. Once they seize the asset, what is the procedure? They can use it to pay off first money, then existing liabilities and all. Simple, very easy level of questions are asked again and again. The next topic, dear students, we are picking up for revision is a very small topic, but बिना छोड़ के मतलब पूरा छोड़ के जाने से अच्छा, just remember the gist and if question comes, they are very easy. You can attend it for sure. That is equalization levy. I've already made a separate video for that, equalization levy. And now I'm taking up is your tonnage tax. Okay. Now, what is this tonnage tax scheme? It is applicable for Indian companies, those who are in shipping business. They can pay the tax at presumptive rate. Like how we have presumptive schemes, 44 AD, AE, all that. Huh? On your turnover, 8% show as net profit. We will not ask you to maintain the books of accounts or कुछ नहीं पूछेंगे आपसे. बस वैसे ही है. Some conditions are, it should be a qualifying company. So qualifying companies, Indian companies whose place of effective management is India, right? And okay, so that's a qualifying company. And they should have at least one qualifying ship. What is qualifying ship? Means a sea going ship of 15 tonnage or more, certified by Director General. So 50 ton net tonnage is uska ship ka capacity, and it should be a qualifying ship. Now, qualifying ships income, which you are going to compute on presumptive basis, doesn't include these ships. Your sea-going ship or vessel, if main purpose is for the provision of goods or services, which is done on land, like cruises and all, ferry ships, fishing vessels, factory ships, which are used for fishing only, pleasure craft, which are used for sports, recreation, speedboat, and which are used for tourism, harbor and river ferries within Varanasi or within North Goa to South Goa, वो offshore installations, that is those ships which are working जहाँ से crude oil और निकलता है वहां से connecting to the this port and all they are using. So they are not qualifying ship. Okay. So there should be qualifying company. They should hold a qualifying ship, and in this is all optional. Okay. Once they opt in, they will be there for 10 years. Okay. So once they opt in, it will be valid for a period of 10 years. It can be reviewed within 1 year for further 10 years. But once they opt out, they can't opt in for the next 10 years. Now, how do you have to pay the income? Up to 1,000 tons ship capacity. Income is 70 rupees for 100 tons per day. This is your daily income, daily. Up to 1,000 tons, it is 70 rupees for per 100 tons. So 1,000 tons ka 700. 1,000 to 10,000, next 9,000 tons. It is 700 rupees is clear, plus 53 for 100 tons. Next 9,000 ke liye 53 rupees for 100 tons. So 9,000 tons ke liye kitna? Then 10 to 25. Next 15,000. Okay. Next 15,000 tons, it is like, how 42 rupees per 100 tons on the next 10,000 tons, and above 25,000, 29. So how do we remember, ma'am? Till 1,000 tons, 70. Next 9,000, 53. Next 15,000, मतलब 10,000 से 25,000. Next 15,000, 42, and beyond this 25,000, greater than 25,000, it is 29. Are you all with me? 70, then 53, फिर एक कम, 42 and 29. Now, if you call it ratify or anything, it is, but super scoring if they ask you 4 to 5 marks problem for the tonnage tax, or they ask you any MCQs, and this time MCQs are, you have to justify the MCQ, then you get 2 marks. If you just write the answers, you will not get marks. So 70, 53, 42, 29. ठीक है ना? So these are like the incomes for the tonnage which you have to show. Okay. Then they need not maintain the books. All the other books are there. Some reserve they have to maintain, but I think that's okay. 1 minute. I'll show you one solved problem, so it will be very clear to all of you. Second. Yeah, here I go. Can you see this is a solved problem already? Ship 1 is having, yeah, and one more very important thing is the kgs you have to ignore and tons you have to round off in the multiples of 100. So the first ship is having capacity of 47,516 tons and 200 kg. तो kg तो छोड़ दो, 516 मतलब 500 tons. So first 700 ton, first 1000 tons, 70 for 100 tons, so 700. Next 9,000 tons के लिए 53 for 100 tons, so 9,000 के लिए कितना? Next 42 rupees for 100 tons, तो 15,000 के लिए कितना? And the balance of the tons beyond 25,000, ये रहा 25 के beyond, that is 29 rupees. So this is the income per day, and this ship operated for 360 days, this 200. So this is the income. Once you get this ship's income, you need not maintain books of accounts and nothing. And then the tax is 30% and routine you have to calculate. See here, tons are 25,759. तो 400 kgs तो ignore कर दो. 759 को अब आप क्या करोगे? 800 सीधा. Okay? Clear to all of you? So this is all about the tonnage tax. One more thing, the third part of today's topic. Today I'm taking all small topics. So directly I'm going to, you remember specified financial transactions which are to be reported directly by the third party to the department, 285 AA and AB. So, you know, so much of information through the PAN and Aadhaar and all the linking is directly going to the government. For example, the bank should disclose if someone has made FDs, itne amount se upar ya withdrawal deposit. My demat account should disclose. My credit card bills, if they are above 10 lakhs, above 1 lakh in cash, or वैसे ही I've done foreign exchange transactions. So above the limit, if you're doing the transactions, then these parties, these third parties have to file an annual information statement to the department, the list of the SSCs, the limit of transaction they have done with their PAN card. And all this is auto dropped in my PAN card details, that is in 26 AS form. So this is auto dropped. Income tax is ko chhaat ke. So when I'm filing my return, department already knows that this time I've traveled to Bali and for that I have converted 3 lakh rupees currency. So like that, you know, so much of information is going to department already. So this is one aspect. I think with the help of the list, you will be able to read it. Specified financial transactions which you need to report. This is also a very small but nice topic, 269 SST. I'll just share a table with you all after this and it will be clear. You can score marks in exam. Can they part with the information disclosed in search and all to third parties, newspaper and all? Yes, if required. Dekho ye raha. Specified transactions are to be reported. Specified financial transactions. Yeah. Payment in cash for purchase of DD and all above 10 lakh. Payment in cash above 10 lakhs for purchase of prepaid instrument, you know, like e-wallets and all. Or cash deposit or withdrawal, separate limit of 50 lakhs from any of my current account. ये अब limits मैं तो revise कर रही हूँ, एक बार pause करके, this table is there with all of you. So these 11 transactions you have to remember. If you remember it overall also, you'll be able to score. छोड़ के मत जाओ. That's what I want to say. Then cash deposit aggregating 10 lakhs on more in one of the other than current account, saving account and all. One or more FDs if you have made above 10 lakhs. New FDs, not renewal. With bank, with post office, with cooperative bank, chit funds and all. Yeah. And if you have done transactions through your credit card above 1 lakh in cash, और 10 lakhs and above, ऐसे ही क्रेडिट कार्ड से आपने शॉपिंग एक्सपेंडिचर जो भी किए हैं 10 लाख के ऊपर, तो यू नीड टू रिपोर्ट. If you have purchased bonds above 10 lakhs, shares above 10 lakhs, maybe in part, that company will report. Suppose I have purchased Reliance Industries 6 lakh shares, no problem. 3 lakh shares, no problem. More 2 lakh. I have purchased separately, but 6 plus 3, 9 plus 2, 11 lakhs. If I have crossed 10 lakhs, the company will report that Dipti Chheda with this PAN card had, so 10 lakh की limit है सबकी. Shares, debentures, mutual funds, other securities and all. foreign exchange if you have done above 10 lakhs. Registrar, if you have purchased and sold the property and the stamp duty value of the property is exceeding 30 lakhs, the registrar is informing to department. And any other transaction wherein you're doing it in cash exceeding 2 lakhs. Suppose you go to a jewelry store and you're purchasing a jewelry above 2 lakh rupees and you want to ensure a bill, they will ask you first your PAN card details, because you are making cash payment for purchasing of jewelry. So purchase and sale of any goods other than this 2 lakhs. बाकी सब में लिमिट है 10 lakhs. स्टैम्प ड्यूटी के लिए लिमिट है 30 lakhs. और करंट अकाउंट में कैश विड्रॉल एंड डिपॉजिट की सेपरेट लिमिट इज देयर 50 lakhs. Do read this, take your time, read and go this, and if you don't furnish this on time, then there is penalty of 500 and maybe it may extend to 1000 also. Okay, chalo, now I'm taking a very small but very scoring topic. There are certain restrictions on the transaction, ma'am, we know it. Business head, we cannot make payment above 10,000. SAR बोलते हैं, specified anti avoidance में आ जाता है कि नहीं 10,000 के ऊपर कैश पेमेंट नहीं करना, you have to do it by check. Donations, if you want to avail ATG above 2,000, you have to give by check. Payment to relatives should not be unreasonable. Payment in India to someone, deduct TDS नहीं काटे तो 30% disallow. So like this, lot of limitations are put up already in the act. Apart from this, there are 2-3 very beautiful important sections: 269 SSNT, SU and ST. Like this, 4 are there. If you cross those transactions, you need to pay penalty equal to the transactions. If you ask layman, income tax में क्या मालूम है? Tax rates सबको मालूम होते हैं. TDS, TCS जो हमसे related है, rent पे काटना, interest पे, वो हमको मालूम है. सब तो नहीं. 194Q everyone knows. And this, they will make sure that they are not crossing the limit of 269 SSNT. To explain this, I have made a very nice flowchart and share it with all of you. Take and pause the video, take a screenshot if you want to take. And then I will explain that also. It's very nice. I've given all the notes in this gist and then I'll explain in detail also. Sure. 269 SS says that we should not accept loan or deposit in cash above 20,000. Can we take 15 and return 15? Yes. I've given nice examples here. If you want, you can note down these examples also. Loan deposit accepted in cash above 20,000. Then penalty is 100% of the loan. जितना loan लिया ना 4 लाख तो 4 लाख penalty लग जाएगा under 271D. Now see, suppose I have taken 18,000 loan in cash. Am I violating 269 SS? No. But then I take 5,000 in cash. अब total cash में कितना loan ले लिया? दो different dates in the year. But have I taken 23,000? Yes. Then 271D. Next, 18,000 I took by check, but 5,000 I took cash. Now here they are saying 18,000 check if you take it is not violated. But 5,000 when you take it is violated. Yes. Why? Because when you are taking cash, are you exceeding 20,000 loan? And then this time, are you accepting cash? Yes. Then it is violated and full amount 18 plus 5, utna equal penalty lag jayega. Third, first I have taken 18,000. Have I violated? No. Then I paid back 18. No problem. फिर 5,000 लिए. फिर 5,000 repay किए. So throughout the year, actually, I have taken 23,000 cash, but never I exceeded 20,000. 2,000 लिए दिए, फिर next 5,000 लिए दिए, फिर 7,000. Then no problem. Am I clear or not? At any time, when you take loan or loan and even deposit, when I have sold my house and I'm taking deposit, that deposit also above 20,000, I cannot take, token money and all. I cannot take it in cash. So if I take 18,000 in cash, no problem. 20,000 से तो कम ही है. Next I take 5,000. Okay. By check. Okay. Then have I violated? No. Why? Because when I took 18, my limit was 20. When I took 5, I have crossed my limit. But this time it is by check. वही reverse था. पहले check और बाद में cash, तो फंस गए. Because when you take cash, your balance on that day should not exceed 20,000. When you take 20,000 cash, clear cut. Loan deposit, we said you should not accept in cash. Even if you take 18 on one day and then 5 on another day, still you are caught up. So in short, 269 SS says loan or deposit should not be accepted in cash above 20,000. Otherwise, 271D penalty is there, 100% of the loan. 269T, SS and then T. D के बाद E, penalty. Loan or deposit should be repaid in cash. Should not be, if it is repaid in cash above 20,000, तो भी you are caught up in E, penalty and 269T. Matlab, while repaying also, make sure when you repay in cash, your balance should not be more than 20,000. If your balance with me is 36,000, I'm giving you cash 6,000. Ma'am, cash में तो 6 ही दिए ना. But the balance at that time was more than 20,000. No, 269T caught up. It's little tricky, but is it clear or not? Ma'am, but I paid only 6,000. I think I must have given example. Ye dekho. Repayment of loan or deposit above 20,000 cash, 271E penalty equal to the loan. Loan repaid with interest in cash, 271E violated, I mean say 269T or 271E में penalty लग जाएगी. अब ये example is already asked for 4 marks, framed in a question and all. Look at the screen. Repayment of loan 32,000 along with interest in 2 installment. First installment, when I paid 16,000, I paid in cash. 269T violated. Ma'am, but I have repaid in cash less than 20,000. But on that day, what was your balance? 32,000. So even if your balance is above 20,000, you are repaying 1,000 in cash also, you have violated 269T. ओके चलो, वायलेशन हो गया, 100% 271D में पेनल्टी लग गया. ओके, नाउ second installment 16,000 also I paid in cash. No violation, because that time what was the balance? 16. How much I paid in cash? 16. No violation. You will require time to understand this, but this is worth doing and very scoring in exam. So 269. Acha, can we have 269 and T? Can they coexist? Can they coexist simultaneously? Answer is yes. मैंने लोन लिया भी कैश में 20,000 के ऊपर, वापस भी दिया कैश में. Have I violated both separately? Answer is yes. Now 269 SS और ST. ST I will say transaction. दोनों में से कोई भी एक, any one है. Now what is that? 269 SS. Don't take loan above 20,000 in cash. T. Repay above 20,000 in cash. 269 ST. 271 DA. No person should receive 2 lakh or more. हाँ, 2 लाख से ज्यादा more in cash from a single person single day. Single person single day में एक दिन से 2 लाख रुपए से ज्यादा कैश लेना नहीं. That was expenditure above 10,000. But here cash you are taking. Or in respect of a single transaction, multiple days. I have sold you 3 lakh rupees goods. You are paying 30,000, 10 installment in cash. Violated. ST. What was the transaction? I have sold you the goods to my student, 3 lakh rupees. You are paying 3 lakh in cash. Each installment is only 30,000. Still, I have violated. Okay. So in respect of single transaction or in respect of one event or occasion from a person. क्लियर है अब सबको? What is in respect of one event or occasion? Suppose I have given you the 20th anniversary of the concept classes. We are doing a celebration, and the whole day, the stage, the mic, the comparing, the food, and the return gift to all the students. Everything is taken by care by you, and it is 5 lakh rupees. So this 5 lakh rupees spread out in days, I'm taking cash. Okay. Then I have violated 269 ST. Once again, 269 ST. No person should receive 2 lakhs or more in cash from a single person, single day in respect of single transaction or in respect of single event. या तो एक दिन में नहीं लेना या मल्टीपल डेज में, बट सिंगल एक ही ट्रांजेक्शन है, और वन इवेंट और ओकेजन फ्रॉम डिफरेंट पर्सन. ठीक है. So now tell me, 269 SS and ST can coexist. If you have taken a loan above 20,000 in cash, you have already violated 269 SS. Will you be caught up in 269 ST also? Answer is no. And last one, beautiful crown pen for 269 SU. If your turnover or gross receipts of the business exceeds 50 crores, then electronic payment of mode option should be there. UPI, GPay, Google Pay, नेट बैंकिंग, कार्ड स्वाइपिंग, ये सब होना ही चाहिए. 50 crore के ऊपर का टर्नओवर कर रहे हो and you're saying sorry sir, we don't have this online payment facility. It's not right. You should have, if you're crossing turnover of 50 crores. Otherwise penalties 5,000 per day. 271D, 271D, DA, DB, and 271E. Okay. So this is the best gist I could give you. And just rather than leaving, in this topic, please read from your material that there are few transactions wherein above 20,000 cash or 2 lakh cash be allowed hai. ATM and business correspondence and bank to bank transactions. ठीक है. So there are few things wherein exception is there that you can read on your own. So 3-4 good topics I have taken. क्या क्या पढ़े आज? Search and survey. Then we have done tonnage tax. Then we have done specified financial transactions. Then we have done 269 SS and this on. Okay. So here we have covered up this revision lecture for upcoming exam. Black Money Act and all simple. What are the terms, conditions, limit? Just study it. And एक और topic है for this exam. Yeah, we have already discussed in detail what are the point of difference in the ICDS and INDAS. अब उसका revision video क्या बनाएंगे? You all know INDAS and accounting standards, then you can do it for yourself. Yeah, one thing more I want to say, penalties and prosecution is a topic where there are so many limits and all, and it's impossible, dear students, I do understand. But rather than leaving the topic, there are important penalties of transfer pricing which I have covered in transfer pricing notes. कुछ important penalty आज जैसे 269 SS में बताया दो, और only one topic in the penalties and prosecution, that is if it is like under reporting 50% of the underreported income, if it is misreporting 200%. You remember there are problems for this which are like repeatedly asked. अंडर रिपोर्टिंग एंड मिस रिपोर्टेड इनकम कैलकुलेट करो और उस पे 50 या 200, तो एक वो सिलेक्टिव करके स्टिक ऑन लगा दो and that solved problem check can go. This is called ABC. Now few topics very important, how much depth we have learned, like if it is trust, if it is mat, and 3 core topics of ट्रांसफर प्राइसिंग, दैट इज DTA, नॉन रेसिडेंट एंड ट्रांसफर प्राइसिंग, इंटरनेशनल टैक्सेशन, तो वो तो पढ़ना ही है, बट इनको ऐसे पढ़ो। पूरा पेनल्टीज मत करो, प्रोसिक्यूशन जेल में 2 to 7 years, जो आपको एक लगता है कि हाँ सब में ज्यादा आंसर दिख रहा है, लिख के आना, वर्स्ट केस इफ दे आस्क यू MCQ, बट राइट नाउ under reporting, misreporting, one problem is there repeatedly asked, just check the answer for yourself, you will get it. Any doubts you have, comment below the video. Watch all these videos in the playlist repeatedly, and if you feel your concepts are really clear and you really feel that your friends should write chapter wise exam, we will correct and give them the papers, then do share this video and app link with them, right? Wish you very all the best. सब छोड़ के सिर्फ पढ़ाई करना है और आप कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज यू आर बिगर देन योर एनवायरमेंट, राइट? आपका मन है आपकी बात जरूर सुनेगा, सो डू दैट. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग द वीडियो टिल एंड. All my blessings and wishes are there with all of you. You'll do wonderful in exam for sure. Thank you. Bye-bye.